Father Returning Home Dilip Chitra 1938–2009. Title of the poem. The title Father Returning Home is apt, directly related to the theme of the poem. It is also suggestive, which suggests how a father returns home tired and wearied. About the poet in a poem. Poet Dilip Chitra is well-known Indian English poet and a translator. He also contributed in painting, filmmaking and worked as a columnist. He received Sahitya Akademi Award for his well-known translation work Says Tuka. This poem Father Returning Home draws a portrait of a suburban commuters. The father in this poem is a typical middle-class person who has dull, monotonous, exhausting and pitiable daily routine. Poem also describes the forced alienation of a father at home. Language and style. The poem is reflective in style. Poet Dilip Chitra portrayed the plight of a middle-class suburban commuter who has dull, monotonous, and pitiable daily routine. The loneliness of a father is also depicted through the symbolic words like yellow light, grey platform, etc. The language in the poem is a typical instance of Indian English. Prosaic and simple structure of lines aptly reflects the simple and middle-class lifestyle of a father in the poem. Poetic devices. Written in free verse, the poem is full of various figures of speech like simile, e.g. now I can see him getting off the train. Like a word dropped from a long sentence. Alliteration, e.g. suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. Onomatopoeia, e.g. soggy, cling, etc. Transferred epithet, e.g. fade homeward though the humid monsoon nights. Special features. It is a typical poem depicting the Indian middle-class lifestyle. Imageries like grey platform, father drinking a weak tea, father eating a stale chapati in the poem are striking. Children's refusal to share their joys and sorrows with hard-working father. The painful loneliness of the father. Neglected basic needs of him make the poem more melancholic. Values morals message in the poem. Poem makes us to think about the hard work, loneliness, and the feeling of negligence of a Indian middle-class father. The poem indirectly teaches us to consider the feeling of middle-class person and respect him. It also teaches us to respect and value the age-old people and care for their basic needs. Opinion about the poem. The poem Father Returning Home depicts the picture of typical suburban middle-class people. It is related especially to the Indian families and culture. That's why the poem gives us the real picture of our own families or of our near ones.